Hello my friends and welcome to our blind let's play Valkyrie Profile Covenant of the Plume for the DS. My name is FlightlessBird, this is your story-based gaming channel, and joining with us as always our wonderful, amazing navigator, the king of giant robots, Zappa.
It's your boy Zappa, king of the giant robots. Feather over the battlefield. Unto thee, my advice I yield.
Unlike before where Zappa co-hosted a previous playthrough, he is actually going to be working with me in a co-op environment to conquer this game to the fullest. I will be playing one route, and then Zappa plays the other. We will be uploading these videos simultaneously on both of our channels. And then I will play the third and final route, and he will end our co-op let's play by sharing with us the Seraphic Gate. So between the two of us, and between our two channels, we will have everything that Valkyrie Profile Covenant of the Plume has to throw at us. So with that said, let's begin this most epic journey.
We actually get to see the Valkyrie take a soul to Asgard.
Indeed. Hope you're all having a wonderful day, my friends. It's good to see Lenneth. She had kind of a weird introduction in our last game. Although weirdly enough, this is not called Valkyrie Profile 3. It's called Valkyrie Profile Covenant of the Plume. So who knows what timeline this is in, or if it's a side story. I have no idea.
Yeah, it's it fit into a time slot in part 1, and then it didn't, and then it did again.
That sounds as confusing as Valkyrie Profile is.
Well, at least the first one was clear.
Oh, she turned it into a dark feather.
This man is coming at Lenneth like his life depended on it.
Yeah, it's kind of a weird situation though, because Lenneth is our hero, and yet our hero is being attacked by, I assume that's our hero too?
Let's call him the main character.
Interesting. O'er the battle grim, the Valkyrie presides. Brave souls upon her wings to Asgard forth she rides. Minions of the gods, einherjar dubbed are they, and Valhalla toasting every night the battles of each day. The chooser of the slain, battle maiden be her names. Yet others has a Valkyrie to those whose kin she claims. To the widows and the orphans, an angel of death is she. The thief of the beloved, the accursed Valkyrie. And so begins a tale of vengeance and betrayal. Destiny by sinners sought. Tragedy by power wrought. Valkyrie Profile. That sounds very ominous.
Valkyrie Profile.
It really makes you think that Lenneth is our villain in this game.
let's just consider her end game.
She's a part of the game. I'm wondering if they're gonna have the other Valkyries as well. Samaria, Rist, Aullewyn Keep. I wonder if they just went back to just dealing with the original Lenneth. So, quick note about this setup. This is a DS game, and this took a lot of work to get it to work. But basically, we have the dual screen on the right-hand side, and we have the top and the bottom. But as you can see, a lot of the time, the top has absolutely nothing in it. So, we're watching the bottom screen on the big screen, but you can always see what's happening on the right-hand side. And I do have the ability to swap between top and bottom at any time, which we'll do if we need to. Also, at the same time, a Zappa, king of giant robots, is going to be doing a playthrough of this game as well. But because I believe you said there's 3 different paths?
There's 3 routes and 3 difficulties.
Yeah, I have no idea which route or which difficulty I'm taking, because I've never played this game. I never really gave this game any thought. This is one of those games I call the Chrono Cross effect. A game that's so different from the other games that people just don't even bother to play it. Which is what happened at Chrono Cross. However, Zappa is going to be doing a different route than I'm doing. So we're together, between the two of us, we're going to see 2 out of the 3 routes in this game, which I think is pretty cool.
I have a vibe. Just knowing you, I have a vibe. I know what path you're going to lean towards. So
We'll see.
Yeah. Like I said, I get a vibe from you. I know what you'll want to do, but we'll find out when we get there. We'll find out when it's time.
We'll see which FlightlessBird we tap into, because if we tap into the ruthless failure of FlightlessBird, there may be some surprises. If we tap into the I'm gonna do what I believe is right FlightlessBird, then maybe we'll see the path that I'm assuming you're thinking I'm going to do. Who knows? That could surprise people.
Yeah, alright, so you get to be the main character, and this is not your main character.
Ah, alright, go ahead then.
Comes time at last, Will.
I assume this is our main character.
That's your boy.
He's
Wylfred.
got a cool design. The double ponytail, like, hair.
And it's top and bottom. It's not side to side like he's got, like, twin tails.
Oh, okay. So that's so basically down the back of his back.
Yeah,
Back
like Rey from the Star Wars.
Oh, okay. That it does.
Oh dear.
Hugo.
Discord, play nice with me.
Right?
Give me
Hugo?
just a minute.
Attend, free lances. We go this alone. Ye who seek the safety of the king's shields may watch on from the garrison with them. Where ordinary men see risk, mercenaries see opportunity. On the friend's head rests ample sums, for ye are the metal to claim them.
The gods smile down on us, Will. Manage the price on sweet Tilt Space as the feast this bounty will buy.
That's an interesting name. Tilt? Tilte?
I might. Yeah,
Tilte?
Tilte is probably right. I think I said Tilt on instinct.
I like Tilt. It's a cool name. The gods smile down on us. Do they?
Trust in it. The feather that honors your father shall see us the victors.
The time for trinkets is past. It comes time to draw swords. And draw the swords we're gonna do right away.
Yeah.
So in our testing, I did fight this first battle because we were having difficulties with this emulator and getting this game set up. So we had to test it exhaustively. I think I spent about 8 hours testing in total, like a couple hours with you and a couple hours off screen. Just this one battle trying to get it to work, and I think we made success, but So I do know how the gameplay plays, but I'm gonna play it with the tutorial, so if you've never seen this game, you can understand how it works. You say this battle will be a first. Lest it be a last, you want to take heed of what I tell you.
The last thing we need is two dead dandies who can't keep their swords in their sheaths.
That's a good accent, I like that. We'll start with that dire wolf bearing down on us. Close in and put the pup to sleep. Use a control pad to move, or press the B button to free the cursor and survey the field and move the allies. Press the A button after moving to call up the field menu, select attack to initiate attack. So, this game does not play like the original Valkyrie Profiles, which is why I call it the Chrono Cross effect. This is a turn-based strategy that uses Valkyrie Profiles 1 combat. If that makes any sense, that's kind of what it is.
Watch your step, snarling harlot lads. She'll have your manhood if she give you a sniff.
When you enter a enemy's attack range, an exclamation point appears above its head, meaning it can retaliate should you initiate combat. So what we can do is we can go ahead and attack. We don't have to be directly next to the enemy. We have a sort of ring around us. That's a little bit different from a lot of strategy RPGs, because in most strategy RPGs you just have a plus, you know? So we can go ahead and attack. Time to attack. Are you ready? In combat, the buttons controlling characters are displayed on the top screen, along with the number of attacks each has. Press X, Y, A, B to have characters attack.
In my father's name.
So as we can see from our top screen here, we have the characters assigned to an attack, and it says we have 2 attacks, which means we can attack twice. And of course the crystals are extra experience at the end of combat. Although in this game the enemies can attack back, which is very different from previous. We have Ansel here. Alright, go ahead and attack. Is it Ansel? Ankle? Ankle?
Ansel.
Ansel.
Yeah.
We strike together. Indeed, as this is battle, fists will crush what lone fingers cannot. When attacking an enemy, exclamation points appear above the heads of allies in range, meaning they will join in action. Successive attacks will raise the attack gauge on the... I keep saying gauge. Apparently, it's gauge, is it not?
It's gauge.
Okay, because it's Super Mario RPG, I keep saying gauge.
Well, there's just some words, if you never hear them spoken aloud, and you never say them out loud, no one's there to correct you.
That's true. Successive attacks will raise the attack gauge. When the gauge reaches 100, characters can perform special attacks by the weapons allow.
Let me in the fray and I'll show you what my sword can do.
Alright, let's do it. You'll find my lance more than adequate as well. We are to strike en masse. We had best keep together.
Leave this one to me.
Okay, and now we can see that we have Y and X for Ansel. Ansel?
Ansel.
Ansel has 3 attacks to R2. Okay, got all the hits there, but not enough for 100 Purify Weird Soul. Do we call it Purify Weird Soul in this game? You go.
Discipline is the key.
Okay, so now we have B, which is him. Oh, we got a Purify Weird Soul. Or a Soul Crush.
Time to meet your maker. Finishing strike. Sonic burst.
Nice, very
Did
nice.
you expect any less?
If death you seek, then death you'll have. Finishing strike. Grand cross.
Alright, obviously he's
Your suffering is at an end.
he's much more beefy than everyone else at the moment.
Today was not my day to die.
He's the general, so of course he's going to be beefier. And I believe he's like much higher level than everyone else.
That's one down. Keep this up and we'll fell a fortune by day's end.
Defeating enemies earns experience and oath, money, and items or characters. EXP is awarded equally to all characters on the battlefield, not merely those in combat. Fallen characters, however, do not receive EXP. So if you want to level up a character, keep them back and don't let them die. This is what that's telling me. Well, we're gonna hold position here. I should probably look at everything before we continue on.
Like numbers and stats?
Yes. So let's switch over to our other screen. And we have Wylfred here. Wylfred looks to be a warrior, not a magic user. 30 attack, 15 magic, 16 hit, 17 avoid, 25 reduced. RDM is reduce damage, and resist is reduced spells. 2 attack
Yes.
and 4 move.
Yep.
And I'm moving around like an idiot because I have to press the other button to move. There we go. Ansel has a bit more HP than our counterpart. Yeah, he's got 30 more HP, higher, more attacks but less move. He's got a higher attack, less magic. So it could be that our main character is more of a jack of all trades. I don't know if we get magic in this game. Okay, maybe not a jack of all trades. But Ansel does seem to be the stronger warrior, and he also has the big sword. You can tell from the icon. And he also has a special attack designated by the SP.
Yeah. So I think when it comes to warrior types with magic stat, that's going to play into, I think, magical items. You know, like there were a few of those in Valkyrie Profile where you use this item, get a free cast of lightning bolt, or a free caress, or fireball, whichever.
I gotcha. And then we have our guest characters. Yeah, these characters are not going to be sticking around. We know that because they say guest, but they're also level 10 compared to our level 1. So that's why he did so much more damage. I mean, his attack is 136 for crying out loud, and his attack is 137. So these guys are much stronger than everyone else. We also see that Hugo has a spear. And
looks like a shovel to me.
And Gwendol has the big claymore thingamajig.
A great sword. The heavy warrior status.
So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to get my characters into position here.
Yep. And you'll all get to hear why I gave Gwendol that voice that I did.
I love that voice. That voice is amazing. Put him here.
Well, when you grow up making weird mouth sounds, you eventually learn voices.
Nothing like battle to start the blood flowing.
So we have this guy completely surrounded, which means we have all 4 party members. So as we can see, we have a button assigned to every character. And this guy is not gonna have a good day right now. Oh, we even got some crystals. And we don't need to do a soul crush. Or do we need to do a soul crush? Like, in the previous games, doing soul crushes or purify weird souls once an enemy is dead did absolutely
I could
nothing.
go for more of that.
So does it actually do something in this game?
Later.
Later. Okay. For now, we're good.
Later.
We also got a Warriors Arcanum from that, which is, I believe, 300 HP in the previous games, and 2 level ups.
Yep. That's your posh.
Oh, I forgot to look at the wolves. I was gonna look at all the characters and I forgot.
You'll get plenty of time to look at wolves.
Now, interesting thing here, though. Oh, I should have looked at this guy. My bad. Interesting thing though, when they attack me, I don't get that huge advantage.
Swig after that.
But the enemies on their turn can get that advantage if they pile up on you.
Ah, that sounds no fun. Okay,
Yeah,
well, I
so-
didn't get a chance to look at the other enemies, but let's look at this guy before we do anything.
Don't be stingy with your supplies there, boy. Medicine never did a damn man no good.
You can heal eyes by accessing provisions from the field menu. Using provisions costs action points. Now, we don't need to worry about that because we haven't even been hit yet. Let's look at this big guy here. So, looking at this big guy, he's a ghoul. Has 700 HP, which is a lot, but we have 2 level 10s with us, so it should be fine. He only has 1 attack and 4 movements. His resist is off the charts, and his reduced damage is a 75. So this is a very, very tinky boy. So let's go ahead and just move everyone down. Since we have the 4 commands, I'm assuming that also means that we're probably never going to get more than 4 people in a battle.
In a battle. So, also, for your audiences, the sound of this, that's paper. That's physical strategy guides.
Hey,
Which
Zappa, coming
means-
with the goods.
I can dig through the bestiary and tell you about the enemies, if you really want it that bad. But kobolds and direwolves we will see plenty of.
Of course he goes after him.
Of course, go after the main character.
Ow!
You can't defend.
Counterattack. Okay.
You can't attack.
Counterattack doesn't really do anything, apparently.
Well, not at level 2.
Oh, yeah, that's right, a level.
Isn't it? Aren't you glad you got some high-level buddies standing right there?
I'm gonna be able to surround him.
So, yes, that's a good thing. No, it doesn't help you right now.
Let's do it.
Have you?
Aw.
Yeah, I know, I forgot to let the voice play out.
If death you seek, then death you'll have. Finishing strike. Grand thrust.
I miss the overkill meter, like going off the screen. You know how it shows up as red.
Oh, yeah.
Finishing strike. Reign of terror.
That's a cool like light sword attack.
How did that strike ya?
Time to meet your maker.
Don't worry, you'll get your overkill gauge back.
I like, isn't it cute that he's trying to help? Zeros all around.
The little mercenary who
Expect any
could.
less? I could go for more of that.
755 base experience, but because of 4 crystals, we go up to 906 and 500. Oh. We also got a Union Plume, which resurrects.
Yep. Oh.
And then we got the awesome victory music. Yeah. So good.
Classics.
Fought like 2 mercenaries. Come inside. Wait our spoils.
I wanted to tell you, Captain. Don't suppose the royal rabble will be taking us at our word.
Else you care to haggle for your due. You'd best let skulls speak your claims for you.
Fair enough. I'll just take the jaws then.
I love the pixels.
You need not worry about that, boy. A pittance that'll fit in this puny arms would be very worth disputing. Then I'll hear no quarrel when I lay my coffers with your kill.
God, pixels are so amazing.
Pixel art is so good. Pixel art is so good.
It is so good.
Hurry, Will. We haven't all day.
And it's not dead yet. Well, it's a ghoul. It's technically already dead, but it's not dead. It's alive. Ansel, look out!
Will?
Whoa!
Boria!
Erg! You could actually see his double hair thing on that picture too.
Yep. Will, no! Damn you! Konoyaro!
That was a good strike, considering you're doing 0 damage a second ago.
Steady now. Stay with me, Will!
Oh, the dots.
Wylfred! Will!
So this is how it begins.
Answer me, Wylfred! You cannot die like this!
So this is the end I am to meet. Alongside fallen demons I lie, a lifeless corpse clutching a bloodless blade. Slain before my life had even begun, before my heart would ever know peace. So who's this talking?
Deliver this soul to the world of men once more.
Is this... should we know who this is, or this just like a random guy?
If it is who I think it is, we might come to know this guy.
As you so wish it, so shall it be done.
I bow before your eminent grace and mercy, Lady Valkyrie.
Oh, so these are the gods.
Or somebody talking to a god.
The Valkyrie. Are we chosen? I don't think we've ever played a game before where the, well, I mean, we're on the other side of the coin. Because in every game we were the Valkyrie and we recruit the einherjar. In this game we are the einherjar, not the Valkyrie. This is making my head hurt. Continue on.
Ellipsis.
Have you nothing more to say? You told me my husband, my Theodore, had died. And you do nothing save hang your head in silence?
Ellipsis.
Gods have mercy.
Spare me those eyes, lad.
Wait, are we awake?
This is a flashback. It's little Will. Behold the feather in my hand. The plume of the Valkyrie plucked from where your father lay. It's a sign. The battle maiden takes him in her keeping.
So it's possible at the very beginning, the intro, her selecting the warrior, that was our dad?
And now I'm just putting things together. I haven't played this since the game came out, so 15 years at minimum. Knowing data from Valkyrie Profile 1 and those weird lines of who's even talking to the Valkyrie, it could be that Wylfred's father didn't die in battle, but rather he used the art of soul transfer.
Oh. Okay, well, we'll have to wait and see how that turns out then.
Exactly, because I actually don't remember, so... He has been made einherjar, minion of the gods. For those of our creed, there is no greater honor.
To what good? Let the death goddess bestow her honor on some other?
Sir Theodore was some courage unparalleled. His loss shall be deeply mourned. I leave the plume to you, lad. When your tears dry, pray you find the path your father trod.
I'm really interested in figuring out how our father died now. Or if he died, or how he died, or in what way did he die. I mean, he just may have been a nameless soldier on a battlefield, but part of the mystery.
Yeah, nothing to eat, Mama. I'm so hungry.
I like her eyes. Man. I know you're famished, Elsie dear. Mama will find some work soon, to be sure. Can you stay strong for Mama until then?
I'll try.
They both had the same eyes. You stay strong as well, Will.
Will might also have that same blue?
Elsie! Elsie! No, no, no! This cannot be happening! Forgive me, my little one. I should have been by your side. So scared and alone, my poor Elsie. Why has it come to this? If only my Teodor was still here. Why did you steal him away from us? Curse you, battle maiden! It was you who killed my daughter! You who sent us to this fate! Will, my son, you are all that I have left. I will not let her take you. You're never to set foot near battle.
I spoke to Tilt, Will. Left your mother in her care while you went off to chase your father's ghost.
So what happened to Elsie? She
Died of hunger. Mom couldn't find a job. Dad wasn't there to provide because Dad's up, fighting endlessly with the other einherjar. Getting to have a grand old time, wake up at the crack of dawn, slaughter your fellow man, literally pull yourself back together, give your boy a good slap on the back, get drunk till sundown, sleep at a table, and do it all again the next day until Ragnarok.
Man, that's tragic though.
Yeah.
The fact that she just dies due to starvation, or... I mean, I don't think she died it. There's no way she died of starvation. There's no way the mother would let the kid starve before her. She had to die a different way. But anyway, she does die, which is... So the whole family is basically dying.
Yep, wrought with disaster. Oh, your dad was chosen by einherjar. And...
Yeah. This is painting a very different picture of what the original Valkyrie profiles painted.
It's not all fun and cranberries.
You're up.
Did I need to read it again?
Oh, I didn't realize you read it. Read it again, just to make sure.
I spoke to Tilt, Will. Left your mother in her care while you went off to chase your father's ghost. I hoped you at least call on me before you left. No need for farewells, though. It's your boy, Ansel. I'm coming with ya. Once you're hauling your own weight in coin, you'll forget this fool's talk of slaying the Valkyrie. Idiot.
Slaying the Valkyrie. Was I a fool? A fool to want revenge on she who stole my father and left my sister to die. I will not let it end like this. The gods bear witness. I curse you to my dying breath, Valkyrie.
The fires of passion burn brightest before the black of death. Such blind rage you bear, the chooser of the slain.
It's a really interesting voice you just gave this character. That's a little bit creepy, but we're running with it. Who speaks?
Were I the Valkyrie?
Then I would kill you. Then show yourself. If you know the hatred in my heart, face me and suffer it.
A warrior who only knows how to die? Niflheim's frost shall cool your anger all the same.
I spit on you. Till my father's bane is born to the pyre, this fire shall burn.
Indeed, your soul is consumed by flames of vengeance. Your zeal is genuine. This could prove amusing. Will you avenge yourself as a mortal?
How is that possible?
If you would fain sacrifice all else to have your revenge, I shall grant you power.
Who are you?
It is of no consequence. Well, what say you?
Okay, so this is interesting because this person has
I
power
will tell
of...
you as much. It is a female.
Well, yeah, obviously, based on your voice. It has power of life over death, but it's not Lenneth, because Lenneth wouldn't talk about burning fires in Niflheim to kill Lenneth. Obviously, that doesn't make any sense.
This is one of the things I do remember, and I'm not telling you a thing.
I mean, but if we think of the death goddesses, the death goddesses are the 3 Valkyries. You have Samaria, Rist, and Lenneth. And you can only have one Valkyrie alive at any given time.
Death goddesses is kind of a misnomer. That's one of those bad nicknames, you know, when you get a bad rep and people are mad. It's like, ew, you're just a death goddess. Whatever. They don't preside over death implicitly.
But
they are not the ones who choose, oh, it's time for you to die. Those are the Norns.
Correct. So this could be a Norn. It could be, because this is Norse mythology, you run through like the Norse names in your head. Because you mentioned Niflheim, this could be Hel, Hel, who I believe is the queen of Niflheim.
That's correct.
So those are my 4 suspects at the moment. You either have Hel or one of the 3 Norns. The Norns are 3, aren't they?
Yes, there's the one who weaves the thread of life, the one who measures the thread of life, and the one who cuts the thread of life.
Correct. In Greek mythology, they're known as the Fates.
Which I forget which set the names pertain to, but I know that it's Skuld, Erd, and Verdandi, but I don't know if that's Norse or Greek.
Okay.
It's Norse because one of the 3 is Clotho, and that's a Greek one.
Yeah, Clotho, Lachesis, and I forgot the 3rd one.
Playing
Persona.
I could tell you, but play Persona. Watch the new season of Kamen Rider.
Yeah.
They're
But we
using
have
those names.
And now we have our 4 suspects, but there could be a 5th suspect, which is someone completely out of left field. That we
Lazard
don't know
Villeth.
yet. Yeah. Oh God. Oh God. Okay, we have 6 suspects. Never count out Lizard. Let it be done. Oh God, if that's Lizard, I'm gonna flip.
Then go forth, my chosen one, until you lay the battle maiden's broken wings at my feet. The covenant is forged.
Hey, that's a name drop. Covenant of the Plume.
Hear my pledge, O gods. Take ye this flesh of mine, that it would restore life to this body of Wylfred's. He too is trying to engage the art of soul transfer. Will!
Okay. Ansel, is that you?
Well, praise the gods you're alive. You stood at death's door in my stead.
And now you have died as well?
Look around you. We're still among the living, brother.
But the vision, I could swear it were true.
Behold the glory of faith. The heavens answer my prayers.
I somehow doubt it was the gods' doing.
What would you know of it? Had you only heard my plea, how I threw myself at their mercy, you'd have no doubts. And though join you're alive, old friend, I must dread over my life to a braggart of your likes.
Don't you know it?
To the garrison! To collect our due.
Aye. The plume of the Valkyrie? I could have sworn I tucked it away. It was true. You got... Yeah, The fact that this is a Valkyrie Plume, though. The Covenant. Interesting. A lot of intrigue early on. Okay, that was not what I expected.
Never have I heard you growl with hunger so, my pet. Ooh. Is that your true heart's desire?
God, this thing sounds horrifying.
Then ye shall have it.
Okay. Whatever that was.
Sounds like a great time.
Yeah, it does not sound like a good time.
It's your new best friend.
Alright, if we go into menu, we can see our allocation and armaments. So we use a long sword, and Ansel uses a bastard sword. We both have leather armor. We have attacks, which
You can reorder them.
Reorder.
Literally in any order. In I remember no Valkyrie Profile 1, they were in a fixed order. But this one, you can remix the remix and do it your way. You can have it your way. In VP.
Vertical from above. I'm not sure which one I like best. So I like the idea of launching an enemy upward first. I'm not sure about the double cross or the guilt rack, which one would be more effective, because they both say the same, like the same thing. Cool dual-bladed slash from above, or furious downward vertical slash.
Let me see. Now, in my book of books, I know there are expanded character profiles, but what I want to find is maybe attack data?
Oh, we'll just see it in combat. I think I'm going to go with the guilt rack second, because it has a higher attack gauge. It has a higher attack gauge boost.
Hey, you're getting there. Don't
let's
stress
see.
out about it. It's all gravy, baby.
So that knocks enemy back. You want that last. Attack from above. Okay, I kind of like his. He also has a sonic burst, which is drives the blade inward with staggering force, leaving resounding pain in its wake.
Yep.
That's sonic
It's
burst.
20, attack gauge boost 60.
We don't have any techniques.
Okay,
Or
so
tactics.
unfortunately, the book does not mention whether attacks have a force directional push.
No worries, let's check out our characters, shall we? Wylfred. Cast into poverty by his father's slain in battle, Wylfred's family was soon after struck by tragedy yet again, losing his younger sister, Elsie, to hunger. Yeah, you're right. She did die to hunger. Man. Oh, it sucks. Left with only the Destiny Plume that lay at his father's final place of rest, Wylfred vows revenge upon the Valkyrie for all he has suffered. He's 17. He's a male from Krell-Montfrain. We know that place. Ansel is 18, a male also from Krell-Montfrain. Wylfred's oldest friend joins him out of concern for his well-being, while harboring hopes that he may somehow dissuade Wylfred from the fruitless path of revenge against the Battle Maiden. Another childhood friend of Ansel's, Tilt, also draws his attention of late. I assume Tilt is going to be our third party member. We can also save our game.
Oh, that's a weird thing.
What was that?
Okay. So, my book has extended profiles for each character, and it is very misleading in what it's called. It's called the Truth Aid profile, which, Truth ADE, it sounds like a beverage that you need to make your boys drink, and they reveal the truth.
Okay, well let's try to stay away from that though, because I don't want to be spoiled.
It's an item you get super end game.
Okay, well I don't want to be spoiled with any information I should know, so hold off on that for now.
I will say no more.
I like the shotgun here. It looks like a ninja.
He's just a guy selling things. You don't need to know his face.
Alright, so we have a long sword and a bastard sword. I believe this is... yeah,
That's what y'all
armed.
got. Yeah.
Armed. So, it looks like... now, I was thinking that our characters could use any weapon, but we can't. So
Yep.
Wylfred can only use swords, and Ansel can only use great swords. Because if we look at our other screen, it says armed and ineligible. Armed, ineligible.
Yep. Are that was it only weapons? You didn't have armor accessories to scroll through?
Let me try it again. I did the same thing in Super Mario RPG. I didn't realize there was another tab.
There you
Alright, so
go.
we have leather armor, which we both have. And then we have items. Union Plume, Callus of Divine Materials that restores the fallen to fighting condition. And our Warrior's Arcanum is still 300 HP. Consistency.
Now,
Not really much to buy here.
I'm gonna look it up because this is actually pertinent data to the Warrior's Arcanum. I think it works differently than one would expect, since people are not like in a position.
Alright, well I'm gonna read the lore. Worlds apart. From the great ash, Yggdrasil, proceed all things. Into the soul deep of the netherworlds its roots sink, and up to the heavens high its treetop soars. On its boughs rests Midgard, the core upon which mortals dwell. Under the celestial watch of the gods' realm, Asgard at the apex. Though curiosity and caprice will now and again summon deities to the lands of men, those of mortal blood are never to pass beyond the birth world. Nevertheless, the old legends still speak of portals on Midgard that bridge the chasms between realms. Ooh! I think that's a point. I think we're gonna be able to go into portals later, which is something we never had the ability to do. Well, we did it in Samaria, didn't we?
Probably.
Yeah,
I
we
think
did it in
so.
Samaria. So
So
that was the thing. The Valkyrie. Upon the field of battle, the chooser of the slain descends, to claim more of the warriors' souls as the Allfather commands. On wings of light, she carries her chosen, her einherjar, forth the Valhalla on high, where they spar day long until the cataclysmic clash that waits at world's end, Ragnarok. At the graves of those she takes lays the battle maiden her feather, and leaves the praises for poets to sing forevermore. Among those devoted to war's art, no honor is equal, no glory greater. The Kingdom of Artolia. Artolia was born to the cradle of continental civilization as trade flourished, and the routes traversing its domain have brought wealth and culture into the kingdom ever since. An ever-prosperous economy has let rulers retain their political power over the ages, and while a council of nobles presides at court, they do so in name only, with absolute authority vested in the monarch. Long Artolia stood the sole dominant continental power, but has in recent times seen its standing challenged by Vilnor and Quelmonfrain, neighboring kingdoms bent on aggressive economic and military expansion. Deployment. Many a battle has been won or lost before it ever began. Use deployment to choose who to take the battle and which button will control them in combat. You can also access the menu to use items or adjust your arms and armor. Alright, so we have all the deployment. And I think now, what we should do is we should probably stop for this first part. And we should pick up in the next episode, because this game is an SRPG, which means you have different battles, and we can stop in the middle battle because we are emulating, but it's best if we could try to avoid that as much as we can. You agree?
I concur. That is the best scenario. You never want to stop in the middle of a battle.
Sounds good. So what I will say is I want to thank you all for tuning in to our first episode of Valkyrie Profile Covenant of the Plume. My name is the FlightlessBird, this is your story-based gaming channel, and with me is Zappa, king of the giant robots.
King of these einherjar and giving everybody these PWSs.
Or soul crushes in this game.
Yeah.
I do also want to thank our wonderful, amazing Patreons and members. Considering this video is being recorded a couple months before it's probably going to go live on the channel, I don't know who may be a Patreon member at this point, but hey, if you'd like to help out, click in the description below. And thank you to all the names that just flashed on the screen. If you also would like to contribute anyway, hit that thumbs up to like the video and subscribe. Also, check the description for Ace Zappa's channels as well. Go to his channel, like and subscribe his videos too. I'm really looking forward to this story to conclude the Valkyrie profile. Well, technically not conclude. There's still Valkyrie Elysium, which maybe we'll get to one day. I hear it's a little bit disappointing, but you know, we'll see how it goes. But for now, love you all so very much. Hope you have a wonderful, fantastic, amazing, awesome day. And until next time, so long and take care. Thank you for watching this video. Feel free to comment on what you saw and what you'd like to see next. I always love to hear your thoughts. But before we go, please remember that you matter, and you are brilliant, and you are loved, and you should always be true to yourself. Never let the world tell you any different. Much love to you from your friendly, feathered, flightless bird.